everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Bengals going up against the Texans. So, with the call of this week's 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it is set to host Super Bowl 51 on February 5th of next year as you take a look inside NRG Stadium here in Houston. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. First and 10 for Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
And his kick is right through. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here are the starters. Charles, what are your thoughts on Jeremy Hill?
He provides a thump in this offense. A great runner who goes inside and establishes a tone for his team.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Second down, Dalton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
To throw here, Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On the ground, this is Hill. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
Dalton here from the gun. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Dalton, first and 10. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 8 on the year. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Now back to throw. surveying the field. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. Fedorowicz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Now a handoff to Miller, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he cuts it back left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it with Hill. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First and 10 for Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On second down, Hill, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And quickly they get to the line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. And Miller with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets in the first.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He completes it to Boyd. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's going to launch, and this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Kendall Fuller. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. On the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll roll him out right. And the ball is knocked out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Salmon.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. goes out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The Bengals getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. His throw incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Fighting through. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with officially a 103-yard return. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Oh, he pulls over him. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you've got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And now out comes Houston. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Miller. And the cutback to the sideline. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
We're talking about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Passing it. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. So now Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 62 2 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their dangerous wide receiver with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Here's Dalton to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Williams to return. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. To put some.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Andre Howe. And here comes the Texans now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this.